friends, that baseball mitt that you were looking at there belonged to one of the most courageous ball players who ever lived. Yes, sir, and it prompted a letter from a very courageous young ball player also here that I'll read to you. This is from West Rundell of Southgate, California. It says, Dear Mr. Baker, as a kid, I just couldn't wait to grow up so I could play baseball after school. Ever since I could remember, I wanted to be in the big leagues, but I guess I never quite made it. You see, about a year ago, I was struck out by a disease called multiple sclerosis. MS is easy to remember. Funny coincidence, it was the same thing that struck out my idol, Lou Gehrig. I was there that day at Yankee Stadium when Lou said goodbye to baseball. I was a kid 11, and I cried when I waved goodbye to Lou. I never dreamt the same thing would cut short my baseball career, too. Right now, I feel I could use some of his courage. So how about giving me a glimpse of the Iron Horse again? Especially on that day I remember so well at Yankee Stadium, it would sure help. Thanks, West Rundell. Well, West, I'm glad you asked that, because that'll give us all a chance to go back 12 years to that great day in Yankee Stadium, along with another man who was there, too. Yes, sir, I tell you, this man, of course, we speak of Lou Gehrig, the day that I speak of. And the man who was there also replaced Lou Gehrig at first base, and his name is Babe Dahlgren.
I replaced Lou Gehrig in first base with the New York Yankees back in 1939. Believe me, it wasn't a pleasant task. You know, I, too, had Lou as my hero when I was a schoolboy. I carried his picture in my binders, in my school binders. Every kid in New York more or less went to the front to try to get a touch of Lou. Lou had it. He was in the hearts of everyone. He was not only a great ball player, but he had certain qualities that every one of us would like to see our own kids possess. You know, that great day they had on the July 4th in '39 was an appreciation day for Lou. The fans asked for it. And that day, Lou really played the greatest role of his life. It was the only time I can say that Lou walked to the plate with fear in his heart, because Lou had never feared a pitcher, but here he was facing the fans straight onward. There were wet lips and wet eyes looking out there at Lou. And as he rose to his greatness and told everyone in the ballpark that he was the luckiest man in the world, it just couldn't help but bring the tears. Yes, I enjoyed playing first base for the Yankees, but it kind of took the heart out of it to watch a man that had been great, an Iron Horse, a man that had everything. As you watch this picture, you'll see when I say it had everything, and there you see displayed the greatest bit of emotion that's ever been witnessed on the baseball field.
Unparalleled in baseball history is the spectacle which today enthralls 62,000 fans. For today in New York's Yankee Stadium is Lou Gehrig Appreciation Day, and the national pastime tenders him tribute reserved for sports immortals. Postmaster General Farley represents officialdom, then the Yankees of 1927, mightiest of all. With Wally Pitt, Babe Ruth, and Tony Lazzeri, there's Mark Koenig, Deacon Everett Scott, and Bob Buzel. Herb Pennock is there, so is Bob Shawkey, Jumping Joe Dugan, Benny Bengow, and Earl Coombs. But a greater pair than this, the game can hardly hope to see. President Ed Barrows speaks for the world champions, then stands in awe as Gehrig, visibly too moved to speak, summons the strength for his brief but stirring valedictory. The throng, seemingly aware of some dramatic climax, sees manager Joe McCarthy present a silver trophy, a token of esteem from Gehrig's own teammates. After which the Iron Horse is prevailed upon to step to the microphones for a brief and final word to the crowd.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Well, folks, that was it. It was really great to be there and to see this thing, and I'm glad that you had the chance, too, to see it. And I know that first in the hearts of every baseball fan, you'll always find Lou Gehrig on first.
Babe Dahlgren. I wish we had a half an hour to chat with you about the Iron Horse, indeed. We're grateful also to West Rundell because you asked for it. Time is up for requests now. We're waiting for you to write to us. Our address, as you know, is you asked for it, Box 323, Hollywood 28, California. And now, on behalf of our sponsors, Skippy, the world's largest selling peanut butter, I'll say so long. We'll see you next week.